I've always felt that way. And it was because of that moment that I could say that really propelled me to believe that nothing was impossible. Like
Yeah.
I'm worthy of having everything. And so I've never felt that I was not supposed to be in a room. In fact, if somebody is up there getting an award for business, I'd be like, I should be up there getting that award for business. I wouldn't feel like, damn, if I got the award, I wouldn't feel like, dang, I'm not worthy. No, I work freaking hard. But I don't like all the attention that comes with it. But I want the trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all these trophies from, being in real estate. At some point, because I would make masters every single year. At some point, I was just like, send me the motherfucking trophies. I don't even want to go to the award ceremony. Just send me the damn trophy. I don't like all the pomp and circumstance, but I do like the trophy. I like the recognition to say that, I did do well. So I
I
don't
got a
know.
question for you, Constance. Okay,
Hmm.
so around the time, because you got a PhD, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
You got a public high school diploma.
Hmm.
Around the time, I always hear you say, "I went and I trained harder. I did
Hmm.
more." Was that an like? What
Possibly.
was that like? Feeling like I'm not enough. I don't have enough. So let me just train like crazy so I
Yeah.
can. But now you have more than. I mean, that's your PhD.
Well, yeah, that was the deficiency. So yeah, I felt like I didn't go to college. I didn't get those credentials. So I needed to invest in myself. So I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in personal and professional development. I've had coaches, mentors, trainers. I've gone to training. I've just poured extensively into myself. I've been in development programs. I've done all of these things just trying to better myself, because I knew that I did. And I thought that that was stuff that I would get in college when, now that my kids went to college, and my daughter learned more in 6 months working for me than she did with the $200,000 I paid for her to go to Hampton University. You know what I'm saying? So now I
Right.
understand that it's just a piece of paper, really, because that
Yeah.
experience really came with everything else. So yeah, for me, especially back then, it was like I don't have all these things, so I got to know. I got to get as much information as I can because I want to develop. I want to be a leader, and it's also part of, how we do the strengths assessment inside the Net 7,
Hmm.
and also really understanding where your strengths are, because even back then when I did the strengths assessment in 2013, I didn't realize, like I saw and I was like, okay, but now that I look back at it 12, 13 years later, I'm like, yo, I actually did all the things that it said on here based upon my strengths, but that was because of all of the things that I had poured into myself. But I didn't realize that this was actually really me, and I was actually on the path to doing all the things that it said inside the assessment. But anyway, but I do feel like I did have a chip on my shoulder. There was this deficiency that I had because I don't have a degree, but I got a PhD. And so somebody asked me one day, Dr. Deborah, she said, I think you should get an honorary doctorate. And I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need no certificate. She was like, but you be the, I said, it's a lot of people out here calling themselves doctors, but ain't doing shit. And I don't
Hmm.
want to be a honorary doctorate just for the sake of being, so somebody can call me doctor. I don't know. I don't want to offend nobody because I know there's honorary doctorates out there, but I don't understand the point. Do you?
Some people just need to, again, some people need that recognition. Some people need it